Hey guys, it's Will Bean and Tucker Kittle over here at Mercedes-Benz of Sarasota. And I'm giving you a video today about the Mercedes-Benz G550 4x4 Squared. A lot to say, but let me tell you about this. This is probably one of the most unique, badass cars, trucks you can ever buy from the production factory. Okay, so I'm gonna spin it and I'm gonna show you this thing. So yeah, it looks like a G-Wagon, right? But it is a big ass G-Wagon. It has 18 inches of ground clearance. Okay, so I'm gonna get low. Hey Tucker.
Yeah?
You think you can crawl underneath it? Tucker's doing an army crawl underneath. He's straight up underneath it.
Yeah, I can do my own change right here. Yeah, it's easily serviceable. Definitely can be done on your own.
So, this thing right here has an 18-inch ground clearance.
You will never see this again. Portal axles from a factory car. Look at this.
Portal axles are is that the axle goes from the drivetrain into this area and then down into the wheel. See right there? That's called a portal axle. You'll never see that on any other production vehicle.
They spent just to give you an extra 2 inches of ground clearance.
Talk about over-engineering at its finest. Hey, you think you can lay there and I can drive over top of you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be crazy. All right, so this thing originally came from the factory at $225,000. There's Tucker, that was actually very impressive. I don't think I could do an army crawl like you could. So, came from the factory, $225,000.
This thing's a collector's item.
There was probably less than 1,000 of these ever made.
I want to say it was 400 for the world. I think 150 for the U.S.
So extremely rare. Something you'll never see around town. Actually, there are two around town. Good old Howie's got one. Howie, if you're gonna join in and watch this, you're the man for having a G squared. So we're gonna get into it and we're gonna drive it. Just so you guys know that this thing is priced at $208,952. It's got 10,000 miles on it. So to get in this thing, I don't think you realize how big it is. The door handle is like my shoulder. So this thing has running boards already on it. Here's the running boards. They're pre-installed.
You need them.
You definitely need them, otherwise you're stepping up onto this. You gotta take a step up into it. And we're all the way up here.
Feels like we're on safari right now.
This thing is gigantic. Sitting up in it. All right, so just to give you an idea of sitting up into it.
That's a GLS.
That is our biggest SUV that we sell. It's the GLS. And I can see the roof of it.
It has a panel roof.
It does.
Yeah,
you can see inside of it pretty much.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to start her up. It does have a bunch of the standard G-Wagon stuff, like the carbon fiber. Interior is gorgeous on this thing. One of my favorite. Oh, look at this. This even got a sunroof.
Suede, yeah.
Look at that. It's like Alcantara.
Oh, yeah.
That might be too bright for the video. But, so this vehicle, the way a G-Wagon's made, I don't know if any of you guys have ever shut the door on a G-Wagon or shut the trunk. They just sound like they're just made. Listen to this. It just like clicks into place. It's just like super solid.
No, you gotta lock the doors.
Oh, you hear that? It's like a tank.
It's a freaking car from.
So the engine in this is a twin turbo 4-liter V12, V10 or V8. I'm sorry, I got all sidetracked there. 416 horsepower. It's 416, right? Plenty of horsepower.
Let's talk about some of the off-road equipment this thing has.
So
low range.
One of the reasons is that the The G-Wagon is literally one of the most capable off-road vehicles on Earth. The G-Wagon was originally set up by Germany for the military. And they still use the...
Still in use today.
Still use the G-Series in military use. It was like the American Hummer. Humvees, right?
It's a little bit more badass.
And what does it have? 3 different locking differentials?
3 locking differentials.
So let's check out these locking... Not that we're going to use it.
Front, and rear lockers.
So for those that do off-roading...
This thing won't get stuck.
I don't really know much about off-roading, but you ain't getting stuck.
You ain't getting stuck.
This thing's hurricane-proof, I'd say. The
This
wind might blow it over.
It's...
All right, we're going to go for a ride. All right, so we're going to pop this thing into gear right there. Tuck, you want to go ahead and videotape and talk a little bit? So I'm handing it over to Tucker.
The thing about this car is actually it rides better than a normal G-Wagon. I think you're about to see that. There's so much suspension travel. This thing actually rides insanely nice.
It is huge.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
This has got to be like the biggest thing that I've ever driven.
Just let them see the road and everything.
It's just one of those things too. When you see drive, I bet you anyone that looks up and sees it, like,
look at that. We're looking down on these peasants.
People are like, "What the hell? It's driving."
It's insane.
It's so smooth.
I told you, it's all the suspension travel. Look at this. Look at this little convertible. Should we just drive over it?
I bet
Look
you
at
we
these.
could.
Look at these people.
You can see directly down.
Hello. Hello. I wonder who would win, the golf cart or us.
Can we run the golf cart over? Look how big the golf cart is.
Hey guys.
All right, so we're gonna go drive this on a test drive, and it's an informative test drive. That's why we're driving it. So far, your visibility is fantastic.
Yeah, you can see everything.
I don't think you have to worry about. You know, it's actually kind of crazy. There's really no blind spots.
Oh no.
Not that like you're really worried about daily driving this thing.
Dude, you can hit anything in this.
If you own this vehicle, you probably got about 30 other cars.
Oh yeah.
You should just go drive around Sarasota and just see the reactions we get from people.
The thing actually rides amazing. You're about to see.
So everything, it's a Mercedes, obviously. Look, there's a G-Wagon. Ours is bigger than yours is.
Size matters, boys and girls.
All right, so it's very comfortable.
Isn't it? It actually...
I figured it'd be louder in here.
That was the thing that blew me away about it.
It's quiet.
It really, for what it is, it rides better than a normal G-Wagon.
Nice.
Look at all these peasants. And it still hauls butt.
It does. It's got plenty of power.
It's no AMG, but I mean, it's...
Look at that person just like staring. People see this thing like,
oh, dude, this is you get more looks in this car, and this is from the factory. This is the fact that someone at Mercedes, some German engineer said, guys, I have an idea, and built this.
I can imagine being on that build team.
Oh my God.
Staff.
It's literally, you feel like you're king of the world in this thing.
And actually, you know what the crazy part is that it drives like a normal vehicle.
It really does.
It really does.
The body lean's not that... the way it's set up... And you also have adjustable suspension as well down here. So even though you have the lift, you can actually put it in sport mode.
Oh, it's got ventilated seats.
Oh, yeah. It says everything, dude.
Butt coolers.
The butt cooler.
Where you give Tuck's butt warmer.
Oh, I don't like the butt warmer. No. I like a cold ass.
So this thing's awesome.
Dude, it's just badass. You got the Alcantara suede.
What I want to say, though, is it drives... Strut towers pretty much per side, per wheel.
Mm-hmm.
The suspension travel, I would love to take this thing off-roading.
Oh my God, it's... Well, you can. I might get fired for that.
Yeah, that'd be demanded.
That'd be disappointing.
We might be able to sell it.
Yeah.
So look how... Look
at these people. Look at this guy.
Guys, if you just joined in, we're in a G550 4x4 squared G-Wagon. This thing is nuts. I've been in some big, tall vehicles. This is ridiculous. Tucker, show down. See what we're looking at.
That's a Toyota SUV, right?
We're gonna make a U-turn here, just because. Let's just see how the turning radius is on this. Hope this little Honda doesn't get in my way, because you're gonna get run.
Actually, we made it.
Look at that.
That's impressive.
Smooth too. It's so smooth. It's Mercedes engineering at its finest. I mean, you can't. It doesn't seem like it's a monster truck, but it doesn't drive like a monster truck.
Now, if there was a zombie apocalypse or some cataclysmic event, would this be your go-to car?
I'm picking this one.
This thing literally could survive anything.
It's crazy.
I mean, look at that truck just drive by. We just had a truck drive by us.
We are taller. We see over top.
We see over everybody.
Trucks.
Hello, little guy.
I don't want to call it like, what is it, little dick syndrome, big dick syndrome, whatever.
We got big dicks right now.
This thing is just, it's crazy.
You get more looks in this car than any of our other cars. You can be driving an AMG, nobody, but this.
But it just stands out.
It's.
And the cool thing about this is that it's going to hold its value forever.
They're never doing this. Was a one-off.
One-off vehicle that's never going to be produced ever again.
Some of these are still selling over sticker. It's ridiculous.
No manufacturer will ever do what Mercedes did on this vehicle. They took a G-Wagon, which first off, is a status symbol. You buy a G-Wagon because you want to have a G-Wagon. It's like, do you really need the Rolex? No, you buy the Rolex because it was a pivotal moment in your life. It's a trophy. It's something you've earned, right? Same with the G-Wagon. You buy a G-Wagon because you've earned the G-Wagon. And this right here is a G-Wagon on a whole bunch of steroids. It's incredible. But anyways, as we were saying, there's probably what? And I don't know the exact numbers, but I want to say 500
for the world.
To the world.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was 150 or something for the U.S. market.
I've never seen one of these ever in my life on the road until I moved to Sarasota and saw Howard Payne's at a car show. That's it. And I mean, I've seen all kinds of cool cars. I've driven all kinds of crazy cars. I've been in the cool cars. But this thing is just so unique. I don't know. It's just crazy. I just can't believe that we've got the privilege to drive this thing.
It's pretty badass.
As I almost take out a curb. I bet you we would have.
Oh, dude, we would have felt it, dude. Here, we could go into we could. Why don't we just go off-roading right here? We can go into the ditch.
No, against my the better judgments, I say let's not do that.
Yeah, we like our jobs.
To overall drive, I'm gonna say it drives like a normal.
It drives better than any other lifted or freaking what's this thing lifted 3 feet or something.
You know what? You don't hear any tire noise.
It's insane.
You don't hear wind noise.
If you've ever driven a previous gen G-Wagon, this rides nicer than that. It has to be with the suspension travel.
It honestly drives better than a normal G-Wagon.
It's insane.
What did you put in comfort?
Yeah, we were in sport that whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why you're feeling some stuff.
Oh, wow. No, this is actually more comfortable. It does make you want to just drive over something, though. Like, I really just want to drive over a C-Class.
We'd get fired, but
someone needs to buy this on YouTube and do a YouTube channel of just running shit over in a G550 Squared. How cool would that be? You get 1 million followers.
That. Oh my God, you would. You'd be able to pay for
all
the
cool stuff you can run over. Just kidding. Don't ever do that.
Stay safe, kids.
But this is awesome.
So, Will, do you want to tell them about our video we have coming in an hour or so?
No.
Well, we have a smart car manual.
We're doing something opposite. Yeah, so
this is big boy.
We are literally driving the largest thing on our lot. Look at this guy. This guy just stopped what he was doing. He was staring. He's out here smoking a cigarette. He turned around. He's like, "What is that thing?" So we're driving the biggest thing on our lot, which is the G550 4x4 Squared. And then there's it's Tucker's idea. There's a manual transmission smart car. So we're going to drive that next.
The smallest car money can buy, and the biggest car money can buy.
So we're going to pop this thing in reverse. The carbon fiber's interior, by the way, is amazing.
Did you show them the car? Here, let me show them this. Those are carbon fiber... Fender flares. Carbon everywhere.
I think it's a foot wider than a standard.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, it's a foot wider than a standard G-Wagon.
Look at you can just see how high up you are right now.
Those are Sprinter vans on a raised area. Look how big it looks. This is insane.
Dude.
All right, so let's back it up.
If you had a child, you wouldn't even know.
That's messed up.
You wouldn't.
That's the messed up thing.
You'd actually.
But, all right, let's talk about backing this thing up. Okay, hold on. I'm taking this Tucker. All right, so here's your. Sorry, it's gonna be all weird because it's a
just
camera on.
It doesn't actually look like that.
Yeah. So, but look at this. This is just a backup camera.
Like, look how we're looking. That's a GLS.
Well, remember the backup camera's on the roof.
Still.
So you're really looking down. So you got like 2 more feet of looking down. But just look at this thing. These are Sprinter vans.
And they're on a raised surface, though. It's crazy.
I'm gonna bring it close to the curb. All right, Tucker. So, what's your input on this thing?
This is
What's
literally
your highlight?
just the way it looks. The fact that someone at Mercedes was able to talk whoever approved it into doing it.
God,
the fact that a car manufacturer had the balls to build this.
I'm gonna go with balls 100%.
It's like there will never be another car where the automaker goes, hey, let's put portal axles, have a 20-some inch ground clearance on a factory Mercedes. Like, look at that. Look how hot. Like, try not using a running board. Try to get in the car without the running board. I bet you can't. You'll rip your pants.
We're in park.
Yeah.
This is literally me standing over top of this. No running board. Oh. This is just standing here. Look at the suspension on this thing. The tires on this thing are Pirelli's 325 5522s. These are 22-inch wheels. Look inside the brake calipers. That's the portal axle back in there. That's the suspension travel pieces. I don't even know what you call it. That's like it's like a coil-over suspension, but 2 of them. This is all carbon fiber. This whole thing is just painted here. All carbon. Like when you look at it, you look at the floor. That's what you see.
You're literally looking at where your butt's sitting right now.
You don't see, and you don't drop into the vehicle. You have to literally get up into it. Tucker's a big guy.
Oh yeah,
tall guy.
Oh here, I'll show. Look at this. The car is so wide and big, you have to have the orange reflector lights.
Guys, this is the craziest thing I've ever driven. Not the fastest by any means, but literally the craziest. I could go ahead, as Tucker did before, and army crawled underneath it. 18 inches of ground clearance. Your intercoolers are in there. It's a twin turbo V8. All right, guys. Well, that's enough about this thing. It is for sale. $208,000 and some change.
Somebody please buy it.
If you buy it from this video, Tucker and I will split the commission.
Yeah, deal.
Right now, I've got a $1,000 finder's fee. If you bring me a buyer on this vehicle, I will pay you $1,000 cash. Once again, $1,000 buyer finder fee. You bring me a buyer that buys this vehicle, and I will pay you $1,000 cash. So here it is. Say goodbye to the G Squared. It's even got the embossed logo in there. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Have a great day.